Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors and respect to the elders and to the apostles, a great millstone. Peace and blessing to all Akim that are preaching and teaching this word with 100% truth and sincerity. And unto the men, women, and children that are listening and learning. And unto the Bayat, the Dabadah, the elect house of David that is scattered abroad. I give you my utmost and sincere salutations. Okay, so we're gonna watch a little short video here. It's only 7 minutes and 50 seconds long. It's from the Common Sense Show, and it's entitled Health Foods Shortage with Skyrocketing Prices. Stock up now. Okay, and this is from the Common Sense Show with Dave Hodges, who is known to be quite a reputable researcher and whistleblower for those that are supposedly waking up. But he brings out really good information and he's pretty credible. His information and resources are credible, along with a few others, but so we're just gonna go ahead and watch this video and then get some scripts. So, Lord willing, to be edifying. So let's go ahead and get into it.
Hi everybody, I'm the Unshaved Dave Hodges, and you're watching the Common Sense Show. We are the show, bring America one enslaved mind at a time. Got a terrific show for you today, but we ask you to do a couple things. One, please subscribe, and that brings people to us because of the increase in the algorithm. And also, too, we would ask that you would share our work because we need to increase the knowledge. The ignorance out there of people that don't do things like what you're doing is off the charts. I mean, they still think the government's third parent and they're going to take care of them. Nothing could be further from the truth. So please help us in that endeavor. Hey, we're brought to you by Keto Elevate. I absolutely love this product here, and I'll tell you why. Because you'll lose weight. That's why. Pretty fantastic stuff. It really is. And I got to tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this is a product that has what they call the C8 MCT. And with the C8 MCT here, what they have in this, and I just love this, is it's the highly sought after organic material that will cause you to lose weight. By the way, this doesn't clump. It's smooth and creamy, and it's odorless, it's tasteless. You just put it into your favorite drink and stir it up, and that's all you got to do. Now, a lot of people say, hey, you got to buy one product for this kind of fat and another one for this one. No. This is universal. This handles all kinds of fats. Also, it comes with a 60-day money-back guarantee. They guarantee you the results. You'll see increased energy levels, healthy appetite, improved athletic performance, mental clarity and focus. It's kind of one-stop shopping, but you better hurry while supplies last. So you need to go to ketowithhodges.com. And by the way, free with every order, you're going to get not only the free shipping, but you're going to get a fitness coaching. You're going to get a book that tells you all about the ketogenic foods, 14 of them to be exact. It's a free new e-report. And you'll get a VIP live health and fitness coaching aspect. I absolutely love what they do here, but this offer is limited, so you need to move quickly. Go to ketowithhodges.com. Now, speaking about limiting caloric intake and, having a product that helps you metabolize faster, it's funny that we're going to be talking about food, but we're not just going to be talking about any food. We're going to be talking about the kind of food that people eat to stay healthy. And what we're going to see here is extreme shortages. Consumer reports are beginning to acknowledge this. The FDA has said, well, it's happening because of the supply chain and climate change. Okay, well, regardless of what the reason is, if this is coming, and some people say, well, it's already here and it's going to get worse. Well, before it does get worse, you're going to want to store up. But let me give you what some of these foods are. And we've got a number of them here. And they're really in the health domain. Chicken. Chicken has had all kinds of salmonella poisoning going on with the chickens. And even though that seems to have subsided, that crop for 2 years, that production of the chicken material, that's gone. That now we're seeing the shortage. It's just nothing to ship. I'm reading reports that canes around the country are limiting things like sales of chicken fingers, chicken nuggets. So that's an issue. Also, we're going to see frozen berries. Some of us say that basically they're saying it's climate change and the weather's changed and berries aren't growing where they used to grow. And almond milk, a lot of people have really taken to almond milk for the health reasons, and that's going to be extremely limited too. Oh, you're not going to like this report, particularly this one. Turkey, coming up on Thanksgiving, and because of the shortage, turkey has experienced a 25% increase in the last 3 months. Now, if you started buying, you already know that that's true. Imported cheese. Now, that's more of a delicacy than it is really a health food, but we're seeing Italian cheese, the French cheese. This is really limited and they're in short supply, and it's only going to get worse between now and the end of the year. Garlic. People have extolled the virtues of garlic and its health benefits. Well, unfortunately, changes in agricultural materials brought about by climate change policies from the government, which eliminates certain kinds of fertilizer and nitrates needed for garlic to be produced in great quantity, well, it's causing a shortage. Now, some people, especially the vegans, they swear by tofu. Well, tofu is going through a big time shortage and price increase. Avocados, the prices in the last 6 months, according to Consumer Reports, has doubled. And everybody knows avocados, the healthy fat, it's probably the healthiest fat. Cashews, people love cashews because of the healthy aspects of the protein. Well, the supply is down 40%, the price is up 50%. So if you're going to store, now is the time to get some of these things. Also, we're seeing shortages in lemon, in drinks that would have lemon in them. Coconut of all types, going through a severe shortage. Mushrooms, oh, that's not, I like mushrooms on my pizza. Mushrooms are going to be in short supply. And also, too, and here's the big one, this is what we've been promised by the World Economic Forum, high quality meat. Actually, they want no meat, but high quality meat, ladies and gentlemen, is in very, very short supply now. We have the lowest cattle supply we've had in 60 years, but look at our population. So that speaks greatly to the fact that there's going to be meat shortages for people's table supplies. You know what is going to happen with the restaurants? Yeah, that's it. To me, it's absolutely amazing that all this is happening at the same time. Some people say it's not coincidental. I don't know. I'll leave that for you to decide. But I thought you'd appreciate this information so you can make an informed consumer choice. If you're going to start stockpiling some of these things, and you can preserve some of these things if you store them properly, now is the time, because this problem's only going to get worse. And if war were to break out, well, all bets are off the table. I couldn't even tell you what's going to happen, except shortages are going to be a lot more widespread than anticipated now. In fact, I'd say this too, it's not just food you got to worry about. War breaks out, all resources. And if you don't believe me, talk to your older relatives still alive that lived through the World War II era, and the stamps for this and the stamps for that, and supplies were limited. Yeah, that's typical, so just be warned. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I thought you'd appreciate this information. It's interesting, this attacks the health foods more than anything else. You can still buy all the potato chips you want, but some of these health foods are limited. Anyway, that's it for the Common Sense Show. Check us out over on thecommonsenseshow.tv for the very best in investigative reporting with our panel of experts that will bring you up to date as to what's going on in these unprecedented times, so you can make better plans, have better strategies to deal with the nonsense that we're going through since the Bolshevik communist coup that took over our government.
All right. So, as you can see right behind him, there's a picture of empty shelves. So you know that right there tells you that we are, inching closer and closer to that famine. Okay. Food shortages, whether they be healthy foods or just foods in general, there's going to be a shortage of everything. And like you said, once it goes into full blown war, because when you look at war, everything is concentrated towards the war effort. If you studied war, okay, all the resources, supplies, food, drinks, everything is focused on the war effort, because the soldiers are going to need those supplies while they're fighting, because during times of war, when you're fighting and killing and getting blown to bits, You know, you're stressing. You need food to keep your energy. You need drinks to stay hydrated. You need rest. You need new supplies of this and that. So, and it's going to leave the civilians, empty-handed. Not being able to go to these storehouses and get the necessities that they need to survive in daily life. So this is going to be the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 6, verse 22, and it says, "And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty." And the storehouses is talking like, these grocery stores, whether it be Walmart, Albertsons, Smith's, um, Sprouts, or any establishment where you could go to get your daily necessities. Soon they're going to be running out of certain items, and eventually the majority of the items are going to be in short supply. They're not going to be in abundance. They're going to be limited, and with a limited quantity of whatever it may be, the prices are going to skyrocket. Talking about that hyperinflation to where people won't be able to afford a damn thing, and that's going to tempt people to resort to stealing, right? Verse 23, "And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid." 24, "And at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run." Verse 25, "And whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape and see my salvation at the end of your world." Whose world? Esau, Edom's world. The world that we're currently living in. And when you look up the etymology of the word world, it's talking about the end of an era, an age, the time of Esau, Edom's rulership. And like I said in verse 24, friends shall fight one against another like enemies. Yeah, because at that point in time, people are going to be, struggling to survive. And, like I said, they're going to resort to stealing from one another, invading other people's houses to look for food. Well, if they'll kindly come to your door and ask, "Hey, can I please have something to eat? You got any food or any water?" Some people just politely decline or tell them to get lost. And that's going to escalate even further. And in verse 23, "The trumpet that shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid." Okay? Us prophets, okay, we're blowing that trumpet, letting the people know what's to come. And when this does come, then they shall know that a prophet hath been among them, according to the book of Ezekiel, chapter 33, and verse 33. And I'll get that here in a minute, but, in verse 25, I'll read again. "Whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape and see my salvation at the end of your world." Okay, so whosoever remaineth from all the chaos that I have told thee shall escape and see the salvation of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Right? Now let's get the book of Amos. Okay. If you think famine of bread is going to be bad, let's talk about the famine of the word here. This is going to be the book of Amos, chapter 8, verse 11. And it says, "Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord." So not only is there going to be a famine of food and water and other resources, but a famine of hearing the word, the truth that lets people know what the hell is going on. People are going to be wondering, why is this all happening? What is going on? People are going to be wanting answers. This is going to send people into, a panic, riots. People are going to be taking matters into their own hands when this kind of stuff escalates. Okay? Verse 12, and they shall wander from sea to sea, and from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord, and shall not find it. So, all those men out there in the highways and byways, on the street corners, out in the public view, that have been prophesying the downfall of this place, people are going to be wondering, where are they at? Because people are going to be wondering, excuse me, people are going to be wondering, why is this all happening? What's going on? Please tell me, what is this? The Lord is going to seal our tongue to the roof of our mouth. We're not going to tell them shit, because we've been telling them time and time and time again before this actually happens. That's what it means to prophesy, to tell what's going to happen before it happens. Yet these people still don't understand. That's why it's going to catch them when it's too late and bite them in the ass. Verse 13, in that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst. So the fair virgins, the beautiful young women, and the young men, the able-bodied men are going to faint for thirst. They're going to faint for thirst of not just food, but ultimately of this word. Okay, people are going to realize that it's too late now. It's too late to get right. You should have been getting right before all this stuff started happening. They're going to have no one to blame but themselves. It's going to be the book of Isaiah, chapter 65, in verse 12. And it says, so let's see, 65 and 12. Yep. Isaiah 65 and 12. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter. Because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear, but did evil before mine eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not. So you wanted to be rebellious. You wanted to do whatever the hell it is that you wanted to do instead of doing as the Lord told you. What the Lord has been saying to you. You didn't take heed, and now you're going to have to pay the price for it. 13. Therefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Talking about you two-thirds. You two-thirds are going to go hungry, thirsty, and ashamed. Why? Because you refuse to listen to the prophets, who are your own Israelite brethren. We're the ones that are trying to help you, not destroy you. But you want to turn your back on us and go kiss Esau, Edom's ass. Oh, slave master knows what's best. Oh, slave master knows. We'll go to him. He has the answer to everything. Yeah. His answer to everything is enslaving you with the MOTB, just so you can ultimately get destroyed by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Oh no, don't listen to those niggas over there. They don't know what they're talking about. Master knows best. I'm sick of you two-thirds. The sooner you all get destroyed, the better. That way you'll come back in your right mind in the kingdom, where you will be tolerable. Okay, verse 14. Behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. So in that time, you two-third Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, and the speckled birds, whose father's lines go back, in that day, you're going to be discouraged, depressed, you're going to be upset, angry, scared. You're going to be feeling everything negative under the sun, while the true servants of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai are going to rejoice. We're going to be laughing at you while you struggle, because you chose to put your faith in the world rather than put your faith in the Lord, who is the only one who can help you. Okay? In verse 15, ye shall leave your name for a curse unto my chosen, a curse unto my chosen, a curse, which means that you, your name, a curse unto the chosen, unto the elect. In the eyes of the elect, you are filthy, undesirable, detestable. And you bring shame to the Lord's name and to his chosen. So that's why you must be done away with on this side. For the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua shall slay thee and call his servants by another name. Okay? His servants, receiving mercy and salvation, they're the ones that are going to get a fresh new start. Okay? We're going to go back to Amos. This is going to be Amos chapter 8 again, starting at verse 8. And it says, shall not the land tremble for this, and every one mourn that dwelleth therein? And it shall rise up wholly as a flood, and it shall be cast out and drowned as by the flood of Egypt. 9. And it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, that I will cause the sun to go down at noon, and I will darken the earth in the clear day. Verse 10, I will turn your feast into mourning, and all your songs into lamentation. And I will bring up sackcloth upon all loins, and baldness upon every head, and I will make it as the mourning of an only son, and the end thereof as a bitter day. So Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is going to make you miserable as hell in that day when he destroys this place. You 2/3 are going to be miserable. You're going to be begging for death, but Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is going to make you suffer. Suffer. This is Ezekiel chapter 33. Ezekiel 33, starting at verse 30. And it says, also thou son of man, the children of thy people still are talking against thee by the walls, and in the doors of the houses, and speak one to another, every one to his brother, saying, come, I pray you, and hear what is the word that cometh forth from the Lord. So yeah, people be talking shit about us. They find us prophets, they don't take us seriously, they take us as a joke. They don't understand the severity of the situation. That's why it makes it easier for us to not feel sorry for what's going to happen to them. Verse 31. And they come unto thee as the people cometh, and they sit before thee as my people, and they hear thy words, but they will not do them. For with their mouth they show much love, but their heart goeth after their covetousness. Okay? So yeah, they'll stand there and listen, but their heart is not in it. Their mind is not in it. They're not focused on this. They're focused on other things. When this right here, this truth is the most important thing ever. Yet they ignore it. They go after their own lusts and their own desires of the flesh. That's what matters to them most, is pleasing their flesh. They don't care about pleasing the Spirit, pleasing the Most High, or suffering affliction to endure hardship. Verse 32. And lo, thou art unto them as a very lovely song of one that hath a pleasant voice, and can play well on an instrument. For they hear thy words, but they do them not. Once again, they think of us prophets as entertainment, when that's not the real purpose of why we're out there on the highways and byways, man. We're here to warn the people of what's coming, of the danger that is coming. But they just don't see it. They want us to prophesy those smooth things, prophesy deceit. They don't want to hear the actual truth that's going to tell it like it is. They don't want their feelings hurt. They don't want us to prophesy right things, but prophesy those smooth things. Okay? Those prophesy the deceit. This is not a time to be feeling good. This is not a time to coddle your feelings. This is a time to wake the fuck up. Verse 33. And when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. It will. Then shall they know that a prophet hath been among them. So when all this shit starts happening, they're going to realize back in that day that those men out there in the highways and byways that they call clowns or jokers or Bible bums, they're going to realize that these men were telling the truth this entire time. They're gonna think about it. It's gonna hit them like a ton of bricks. They're gonna regret that, not listening. They're gonna wish that they had listened. All right, this is gonna be Proverbs chapter 22. Proverbs 22 and 3. And it says, a prudent man foreseeth the evil, and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. Okay, so a man with wisdom, he's going to discern the signs of the times and realize, okay, he's going to know, a wise man is going to read the situation, and he's going to have the wisdom to realize what's going to happen if he stays there. So he's going to remove himself and go somewhere else to avoid any conflict or trouble. But the simple pass on. They ignore the signs, and guess what? It catches them like a thief in the night, and they get punished for it. Okay? I'm going to read it again. Proverbs 22 and 3. A prudent man perceiveth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. So this is about having situational awareness, being aware of your surroundings and the people around you and what's going on. You have to be aware. You can't just go everywhere, completely just, what's the word? Oblivious. You can't be walking like that. You can't be walking, especially in the time, you can't be oblivious to anything, because a lack of focus, that you could get caught unawares. Okay? You have to be aware. And I'm going to close out with this last script. This is going to be the book of 2nd Esdras. 2nd Esdras 16 and 21. And it says, 2nd Esdras 16 and 21. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case, and even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. Okay? Many evils. It says, then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. Okay? Mass death, an evil time. Okay? Right now, things don't seem so bad. Yes, even though the prices are a little high, but still manageable somewhat. But as time goes on, that's going to change, and it's going to get worse. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, and the speckled birds who know that they're Israelites and their father goes back to a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, or Seminole Indian man, you better pay the fuck attention. Because once this happens, that's it. I hope that this lesson was edifying. All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Kodash. Double honors and respect to the elders and to the apostles of the Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to all Akim that are preaching and teaching this word with 100% truth and sincerity, and unto the men, women, and children that are listening and learning, and unto the Bayat Dawada, the elect house of David that is scattered abroad, I give you my utmost and sincere salutations. See you in the next lesson, Lord willing. Kwam Yasharala, Wa Ababa Ba, Shalom, Rakatham.